Coming to you from New York City. Bringing the video podcast for global Filipinos around the world. Watch and listen as we speak and get to know different celebrities, icons, influencers, and inspiring people. Join Jesse Dang and Jay Cass as they talk about anything and everything while bridging the gap between Filipinos of different generations and genres of choice. This is Over a Glass or Two.
What happened? Why am I like pixelated?
Ang tagal ng gap.
I know, ang tagal ng gap.
I was like, where's the sound? Oh my
I
God.
know, where's the sound?
Here we go. Welcome to OAGOT Club. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday, everyone! Kumusta po kayong lahat? It's Friday night here in the US. So, good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon sa lahat ng mga nanunood. So, especially sa mga TFC subscribers, kumu, FYE and kumu, Facebook and YouTube. Naku, hindi ko na alam kung saan pa tayo lumalabas
Channel 9, Channel 4.
Yes! RPN 9 no? Oh my God, it's
po.
Friday night na Friday
Yes.
night. Yes, DJ Cass, ikaw naman.
At lumalamig-lamig na po. Dito naman po sa Brooklyn. Good morning po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe. First Oh my God.
Oh my God,
teka
it's
lang.
getting colder and colder.
Yeah, speaking of colder din pala, seryoso mo na konti, alam mo, di ba, ano yung Hurricane Ian, oh my God, kung anong,
Oh my God,
what it did
I
to
know.
Florida. We're
To
so sorry to
Florida.
our kababayans and all the people
Yeah.
in that was left with the tragedy of Ian. And you know what?
True.
It's so strong. It's still not done yet. It's currently now in North Carolina. My friend Matt has
Oh,
sent a
wow.
picture that there's no power there right now.
Oh my God, we're praying for
Yeah.
your safety, guys. Especially to our friends who lives in Florida. And
Florida and North Carolina
in
right
North
now.
Carolina.
Sana
My God,
mag-dissipate
be
na
safe.
yung Ian, no? I mean,
I know. Be safe, guys.
it's still
Be safe,
ongoing
guys.
right now.
Yes. My God, we're so excited. So, while may tragedy ngayon, 'di ba? Si Hurricane Ian, syempre para sasayahin naman namin ang
Yes.
gabi ninyo. Yes. And sa Pilipinas naman po, it's a Saturday morning and I heard that there's thunderstorm or is it
that was
thunderstorm?
that was also a typhoon that
typhoon,
that was
yes.
there like
a few days
week,
ago.
a week ago. And
was it a
then-
week ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So-
Wala na ako sa kasi I'm so busy lately. So anyways, oh, guys, tune in. My God, it's gonna be a fun Friday because nandito na po ang ating idol, 'di ba? Ang idol ng bayan. So ito,
Yes.
sige na. I'm not gonna talk more because I have to introduce our special guest for tonight here in the US and morning naman po in the Philippines. Okay. What a treat it is tonight for all of us as we have a special guest in Over a Glass or Two. She's a Filipino-American singer, songwriter who has gained the attention of the world by placing as a runner-up in the wildly popular reality TV singing contest, American Idol. Since then, she has been dishing out songs and albums, including her latest single. How do you pronounce it? Baddie, right? Baddie.
Not our beautiful body. Baddie.
Baddie.
Oo,
Okay.
yan.
Let's get to know more intimately. Guys, let's all welcome the beautiful and talented Miss Jessica Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Woohoo! my God, you're so beautiful. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? From
Are you guys-
Jersey. Yes. We're from Jersey and New York. Jessica, would you like to say hi to all your fans, not just
Yeah, your-
Filipinos,
your global
everyone.
fans.
Global fans.
Up to all my supporters and just everybody here just watching. Just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and for all of your love and support. What's up? And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Jessica Sanchez. Nice to meet you.
Come on, girl. Who doesn't know Jessica Sanchez?
Yeah,
You're
Everybody
hyping me
knows
up
you.
too much.
we definitely know you. And I just want to say, and I think this is the first time on our show that there are actually 3 Jessies on the
Oh my
screen
God, you're
right
right.
now. 'Cause
Yeah,
Jessie with a
J-Cass.
Y, she's pretty, and then J Cass is because that's Jessie Castro. And
Yes.
then, and then the prettier one, that's me, J Cass. And then
Yes.
the most beautiful is down below. Of
It's
course,
Jessica
Jessica Sanchez.
Sanchez. Wait, what's your, how do they,
Jessie?
I know,
love
right? 3 J's.
3
Wait,
J's.
so does people call you Jessica, or do you have, or Jessie, or Jess?
People call me Jess. Pretty much Jess. I have like my partner's like grandparents and his little
Yes.
sister call me like Jessie. They're like, oh hey Jessie, but most of the time it's just Jess. Just Jess.
Oh,
I don't
Jess.
really hear Jessica a lot. When I hear Jessica, I'm like, oh, it must be serious or something.
Oh,
Something happened.
I'm sure
Yeah,
your,
something happened.
right, your parents would be like, Jessica? That
Yeah.
means, uh-oh, what did I do?
Oh, and before we move on, I just want to say hi to the people who's watching right now in FYE Channel. Hello,
In
guys.
ABS-CBN.
In the
Hello, how are
Philippines,
you?
It's ABS-CBN. Hi. Thank you for the future gifts that you're sending for today.
Yes, yes. And of course, the Facebook, who's watching right now, When Up is here, Ati JJ, Tita Maha, Maru, everyone else. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Jessica, Jess, we'll call you Jess, right? So, do you have anything to drink there, like that you're drinking right now? Ano ba?
My fancy water.
Oh, water! Oh, you don't, oh.
You know, earlier I heard you ask for a wine glass, and I didn't expect water to be inside, girl.
I know.
I used to drink, a lot of wine and, other drinks, but I feel like as a singer, alcohol kind of dries up my throat. I've noticed. So I try to
Okay.
stick to water to keep it nice and moisturized.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So you don't drink any liquor at all, or once
Not
in a blue?
anymore.
Not anymore.
Wow.
I gotta take care of my.
How's life? How's your boring life? I'm just
Honestly, I have to find other things, to kind of, I don't know, relax me and all that. But
Oh,
yeah, but
it's
But-
okay.
We're gonna find out later what those things are that you found out to replace alcohol.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
But
So
now
anyways,
let's toast. Okay.
Okay, can you please raise your wine glass with wink, wink,
We'll
vodka?
pretend
Let's
it's
just
full
pretend
vodka.
it's vodka.
this is vodka.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that would be bad.
Anyways, okay guys, sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po and sa aming Dearest USA, guys, let's all welcome Miss Jessica Sanchez. Welcome to Over a Glass or Two.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers! My God, I can't believe Jessica Sanchez is here.
I
as
know.
in live. I'm shaking right now.
We were there at 2012 with you. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay, can you raise
wait.
your glass again? We'll take a photo
We're very-
up and that's it. We'll start talking.
We're
Okay,
very
go.
extra in here. We have a picture. Okay.
Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yan.
Yay.
Let's start chatting. Jess, my God. You know what? Before we talk about your new single,
Yeah.
my God, I just want to let you know that Direct JV, J-Cass, and I, my God, we followed your journey, especially your journey in American Idol. Oh my God, Carlo is here. Hi, Carlo Arosa.
Carlo Arosa
Thank
is
you
here.
so much.
We miss
Thank
you.
you. My God, thank you so much. And of course, Rowie, thank you so much for making this happen, because it's really our dream, to have an interview with you. Actually, I don't even want to use the word interview. To have a glass of wine with you and chit chat, right?
Chit chat.
Yes. So Jess, was that How's everything? Like, what have you been doing lately?
I feel like after COVID, I kind of was just at a standstill. I was like, okay, I can't go to the Philippines because everything is shut down. I can't travel anywhere. I can't really go visit a lot of family. So I was kind of stuck trying to figure out, okay, I still need to do music. I want to do music, but what can I do? So I felt like after COVID, I really got into my writing,
Oh,
my
wow.
writing stuff. And I was really nervous to write and release music that, I've written. So I feel like through the whole COVID thing to now, I've been really focused on like writing my own music and like sharing who I am through my music. Cause
Wow.
I'm honestly really quiet and shy and timid. I don't really talk a lot. So it's hard for me to share who I am and express who I am other than through my music. So yeah, a
Wow.
lot of people are surprised that I came out with a song like Baddie.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Me
God.
included.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, even we were like, even girl, the choices of the clothing that my God, that you
Yes.
had, it was
I was like, this is the baddie phase of Jessica
exactly
Sanchez.
the
Oh,
dance and the moves and wow. It was like it was when the first time I saw it, I was like, she came out from her shell. I was like
mm,
from like very timid and quiet and like boom, right? The
yeah,
very stylish and sexy. Wait, who picked did you pick a stylist or you oh
yeah. So my
okay.
my stylist was Lady Maximo, and she's actually Filipino.
Hmm.
So we had her come on and style me for two music videos. So the next song that I'll be releasing, she actually styled me for that one too. I can't say the name of the song yet, but
Yes.
yeah, it's definitely like in the realm of Baddie of being like just out there and so different from like American Idol Jessica.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
We know if you're only drinking vodka right now, you will reveal later on what the name of the song
Yes.
is, because that usually happens. But
So oh my God.
since
But
it's
so
agua,
it's agua.
and since we're talking about your music video,
Yes.
so the first thing I noticed is before the sexiness was this
mm-hmm.
with the veil and everything.
Yes,
It's was that really Is Filipiniana inspired? Was
yeah,
that the inspiration?
definitely Filipina inspired. And I mean, I didn't really know exactly what she kind of picked out or what she had in mind at first. We were kind of bouncing back ideas, but she mainly just put the whole thing together. And I just
Wow.
fell in love with all of the looks. We didn't try anything on the day before or a week before. It was literally the same day she brought the clothes. We put pieces together, and dude, it looked amazing. I was super happy. And, props to her. And she's Filipino representative for the styling community. So I loved it. Yeah, I love working with Filipinos too.
Wow.
It's
What
just
about the choreography?
the
Girl, the
choreography.
dance move.
Girl, there was no choreography. I was just out there doing my
Oh,
own thing.
really? Oh my God,
Yeah,
There's no
even the dance
Jesse.
move.
Jesse, there's no choreography. There's booty and boobs.
pretty much.
I
I was channeling, yeah, the inner baddie phase. Like, oh my gosh.
know.
Yeah,
Wow. So you wrote that song, right? Since when did you wrote
yeah.
that song? During pandemic, like 2020?
2020. Yeah, I wrote it in
Oh,
2020.
wow.
So tell us, what's the story
Yeah, what was
of
the
Baddie coming out
inspiration?
in 2020?
Man, so really, like I said, I've always been really shy and timid, so I've never been able to like express who I am. And so I feel like all these experiences, all these phases that I've been through since I was like 16-year-old Jessica to now, you know, adult, woman Jessica, I have all these stories and all these experiences I want to share. And that was actually one of, the phases that I went through. I mean, I still know and, treat myself like I'm a baddie, but I went through
Yes.
that baddie phase where I was, dressing like that, wilding out,
Oh,
acting
wow.
crazy and stuff like that. It happens to all of us when we're young and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to more express and share the like the self love and like the motivation to baddie. Like a lot of the times in this industry, I find myself, doubting myself and comparing
Oh,
myself to like other people. It's really easy to do that because you're in the limelight and people are constantly judging you too.
Exactly.
So you have to remind yourself, oh yeah, I am a baddie and I am worth this and I'm worth more. So,
Work it, girl. Yes.
so
Yes, you are.
And that's what we got from it. It's not really
yeah,
like not saying that you need to be a bad person like a criminal, but more on like
no,
Yes.
confidence. You know, the
and
Oh,
confidence.
yeah.
Which and of course, I was like, "Ooh, I'm liking this thirst trap, Jessica."
I
yeah,
know. It's one of a kind. It's one of a kind. We've never seen the Jessica Sanchez compared to the old Jessica. I mean, it's still you, but you know, the
yeah,
new you. Wow.
yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like, throughout the years, everybody knows me for, Idol, for singing covers, other
Hmm.
people's songs, the love songs, the
yes.
ballads, I Will Always Love You. And
Oh,
everybody's
yes.
seen my sweet side. And to be honest, like, I want to share the other sides of who I am. Like, I'm a very feisty person, and
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't really show that side because, I mean that's a side that doesn't really come out a lot. But I'm a very feisty person, and I do have strong beliefs. And I do tell myself, you are a baddie, and don't let anybody tell you that any different. So I want to share like that side of myself, like, and encourage other women to tell themselves, I'm a baddie, you're a baddie, and uplift each other. And the whole purpose behind the different outfits is it was all about, okay, you can wear this, you can look like this, and still be a baddie in your sweats and jeans and in a dress
exactly.
and in a big ass gown, like in
Yeah.
all these things, you're a baddie no matter what you look like, what you're wearing, all that.
No,
So
because yeah, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like you're trying to like or it's conveyed to, especially to the women, that you know what, you know, a lot of people think like if that person is timid, they think that, oh, she's just an underdog, you know, but you don't know. Hello, I mean, the moment that whatever attitude that if you give me an attitude, trust me, you'll see my
Doormat.
feisty
And
side.
no, and
Yes,
you know what? You know what everybody says is that they always say, "Watch out for the quiet ones," right?
yes.
yeah. And wait,
They're
you
very.
mentioned you are the quiet one, but you mentioned that the feistiness is there, and it comes out really rare,
Mhm.
really rare. Now we want to find out what makes it come out.
Yes.
Um,
What triggers?
Oh man, I guess for the feistiness, it really is like related to the song. Like even though I'm quiet and I'm timid and I'm shy, like I know exactly what I want. I know
True.
my worth. And if anybody tells me, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that," and just like my previous song that I released about racial injustices, about being Asian and being racially discriminated, I've had that happen to me where people told me I
Mm.
can't do this kind of music or I'll never
Oh,
make it because I'm Asian. And in those instances, instead of me being like, oh, I can't do it because this person said so, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to prove to everybody that I can do it.
wow.
And so
Wow.
it's instances like that where like that's where the feistiness comes out. And I'm more encouraged to do it just to prove kind of prove people wrong,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I
sort of,
thought
yeah.
Jesse, I thought the feistiness comes out if there's no more rice in the rice cooker.
Oh,
If I'm hungry, I'm
I know,
hungry.
our director is mad if there's no more rice. So
Because
maybe
there's no
I'm
more
just
rice.
wondering.
a angry moment. I get those. I get those too, for sure.
Do you eat rice? I mean, speaking of like rice, like what kind of Filipino food do you eat the most? Or what's your favorite?
What kind of? Oh, I love lumpia. You can never go wrong with
Of
lumpia.
I
course,
know.
Aww.
adobo.
Adobo
Adobo.
is delicious. Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you also cook?
I do every once in a while. I do cook. Yeah, I do. I do sometimes. Where I live right now, there's not a lot of Asian supermarkets. It's like there's one like an hour away, so I rarely get to cook like Filipino dishes. But when I do, everybody's eating. So
Oh, wow. Mm.
yeah.
I have a feeling you can really cook, but
Ah,
when you get a
thanks.
chance, right? But wait,
Yeah.
so let's go back to that the racism, right? Like um
Hmm.
I know, like, wow, because after Idol, we really thought that you're gonna have, like, we thought, no, not after Idol, during Idol.
Mhm.
I swear, a lot of people. We even had like a, oh, look at that, season 11. Do you know that I remember during that time, was it Wednesday? I can't remember. We always have like I always call some of my friends to come
A
over,
viewing
and then just the
party.
viewing party, because we're all like rooting for you. And then and then I'm sorry, guys, I have to be honest. During that time, I told myself like, you know what, she's supposed to win, but because Caucasian has to win, but because it's obvious. I mean, sorry, Phillips, I know you're good, but Jessica is so much better. So I am so tactless. I'm sorry.
Phillips, we love you,
Phillips.
and you're handsome, and we love your
Yes.
home song.
Yes,
But
and then but
we're with our
you were
home girl over
you
here.
were yes home. It's not just I'm just not just saying it's because you're Filipina. You're home our home girl. Even if you're not Filipino, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's so obvious from the sounds and the look during that time. Like, you deserve that spot. But you know what? Things happen for a reason. God has other plans, right? So what about what about
Wait a minute,
rejection? Yes,
ayun, pero-
rejection.
Ayan,
Did you
rejection.
ever felt rejected?
Oh yeah, for sure. Many times. I've been doing this for a long time, and I think the first time that I felt like just a straight up slap in my face type of rejection was when I was on America's Got Talent. I was 10 years old, and I was just waiting for. I was in the audience. I was waiting for my name to be called to make it to the next round. And the last spot went to like a dog act. And so then I started comparing myself to a dog act. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, dogs are better than my singing, and I was 10, I was so young. I just felt like my whole world was crashing down. Like I was never gonna make it in the music industry. I was like, this is it for me. I was sobbing, ran in the back, cameras following me. I was just, I was a mess. Yeah, I was a mess. And constantly hearing from people online just mean things. People say really mean,
And
unnecessary
you were so
things.
young.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, people would make comments about my looks. Mostly about my looks. About, oh yeah, she's ugly, or she looks like this and looks like that, and she doesn't have the look or whatever. And I was like 10, right? And so at a young age, I kind of had to build thick skin.
True. Wow.
Yeah, I kind of had to tell myself that, like, or remind myself that these people's, like, these randos, their comments don't matter. Like, they're sitting behind
Exactly.
a computer judging people for what? Why are they judging people? Like, what's wrong with them that they're spending so much time trying to bring other people down? And just the constant rejection of, I've been in front of many labels and I've been told no, and that definitely hurts as an artist. Like, we don't want you on our roster, or on our company, or under our
What?
label and stuff like that. Yeah,
They literally said that?
yeah, I've been through this for a very long time. Um,
Okay.
so it got to the point where I kind of stopped waiting for a label. I kind of stopped waiting for an opportunity, and I just told myself, okay, I need to get myself out of my comfort zone and stop waiting for writers and producers and labels and this and that. I just need to bring who I have together, the people that believe in me, and start creating my own music and sharing who I am, instead of having people write songs for me that don't relate to me, that I don't relate to,
Wow.
So yeah, at this point now, like, more than ever, I'm really stepping into who I am, and kind of proving myself to the music industry and to everybody that's doubted me that I can do this, and that this is who
Wow.
I am. Like, I'm really fighting to show who I am, and what I'm worth in
But
the
you know
music
what? At such a young age, even if you're
Correct.
quiet and timid, you're already showing that you're really a baddie. Because
Exactly.
Jesse, can you
Exactly.
imagine at that age, people are already throwing tomatoes at you virtually and telling you you're like this and that. I don't think I have the strength to muster
I
to
know.
handle
I
that.
know.
Did
I
your
know.
family also was they also was a big deal in supporting you and
I'm
getting
sure you have a
over that?
lot of supportive
Oh
system.
yeah, no, for sure. My mom was like Mama Bear, right? If anytime there was a bad comment, she wanted to be, replying back like, "Oh hell nah," you know. But I told her too. I was like, "Listen, mom, like, they're not even worth it. Like, they're not even worth the time. Like, don't even show them that we're looking at this, or
True.
even acknowledging this, or that it even, affects me in any way, or affects you in any way, because." At the end of the day, like, I'm still out here working hard, doing my thing, regardless of what anybody has to say. I'm going to still keep pushing through no matter what. Even if the whole world says that I'm not going to be able to do it, I believe in myself that I'm going to be able to do it. So,
It's like the more you ridicule me, the more that I will show you who I am. And I'm gonna
Exactly.
do it. Wow, God.
Yeah, and that's kind of what
So
I mean by
proud of you, girl. So
feistiness.
proud
Yeah.
of you. And you know what? Look what happened. Look, because of those rejections and all those hurdles that you've been through, look,
Mhm.
you were able to write Buddy.
Exactly.
Imagine Baddie. Well, it's so hard for me to Buddy or Baddie, right?
Anybody
I'm
and
a
all.
baddie.
Bad.
I'm a
Badly.
buddy. Wow.
We'll
Wait,
work on it. Yeah.
what about us? The us that was
Oh,
beautiful.
last year.
That song. Oh my God, last year you wrote that too?
Yeah, so I had some writers write along with me. So Baddie was like the first song that I pretty much wrote fully that I released. So that was why it was like super big for me. But Us, yes, I wrote some of the lyrics for Us as well.
Wow, I am so proud of you. As
Yeah.
in
Even in the video, right, Jesse? We see our favorite
every.
Fil-Am's also in there, like Apple the App. Sino pa nandun? Oh,
Mhm.
Patrick
Oh,
Star.
oh yeah, Patrick Star. Oh my God, my favorite Patrick Star is there. But you know what? You know what? I'm a firm believer that don't worry about it because God has plans for everyone. You know, for especially for you. You know, just
Yeah.
believe in the process. And I have 100%. I'm 100% sure. By next year, you'll be like, we will watch you in Madison Square Garden with like thousands of people, right?
Yeah.
And singing your body and more songs that you
Because
will release.
you are still here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the most important thing, right? But hold
Yeah.
on. So you know what? I'm so curious. Like, what were you? Let's go back like years and years and years and years ago. Like, what during your younger years? So tell us, what kind of kid are you? Like, are you the? I know you're a quiet and timid type, but what kind of like kid are you? Like in school, are you the type of are you the type of kid that you will what were you bullied, or you're the type of kid that you love to skip classes? Because I do.
I don't think I had enough balls to skip class because then I would have to come home to my mom. My mom would slap me around. She'd be like, "What are you doing?"
No.
Oh,
Uh-huh. But yeah, school wasn't really for me. I never had my focus was never on school. Like I've been singing ever since I could talk. And
wow.
my mom and my grandma and my family, they would always hype me up and be like, "Oh my gosh, you have a gift for singing and you should be pursuing a music career." So I always like it was always embedded in my head like, "Oh yeah, the singing is what I'm doing full time as my career for the rest of my life." So a lot of my focus was all towards music, never really on school. So I was not a school kid. Academically, that I was not there.
Yes, I know. But look at you now, right? Like, but
As
but
far as yeah, music, I was like 100%
How
in.
100%.
about Tagalog? How come you didn't learn that? I have nieces and nephews your age, and they,
Yes.
they don't know how to speak English. They know how to speak Tagalog, but they couldn't understand it. Even Visayan. So what
Yes.
happened?
Yeah, so I'm half Mexican, half Filipino. And
Yes.
so my dad was born in San Antonio, Texas, and my mom was born in the Philippines, but she grew up in Hawaii. Um, so I feel like she didn't really grow up speaking a lot of Tagalog because
Okay, that's why.
because when
Okay.
Ah.
yeah, because when she married my dad and they were both in San Diego and they had me and my brothers, like we never grew up hearing any Tagalog, not even Spanish from my dad. So we were just really
Oh
100%
wow.
Americanized.
It.
Yeah, even Spanish, I
Oh.
barely know. I know like all the bad stuff, right? It's like the bad
Oh
stuff.
wow.
So bad,
It's an
like all the
It's an Anglicizing household.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So whenever they ask you, I'm just curious. Whenever they ask you, like, are you Filipino? What's your ethnicity? What do you say? Like Filipino or
I
Mexican
think
or
yeah, Mexican and Filipino. Yeah, I'm half and half. Literally half and half. Yeah.
but wait. Oh, what's your favorite food? Filipino or
You know
Mexican?
what? That's what I
I'm
thought.
just like so
That's what I thought about. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, just a minute.
Filipino or Mexican
I was
food?
like, those are both great food, Mexican and Filipino.
I know.
I know, right? Oh, but
So, okay, that's hard. Like, it's really down the middle because, okay, I grew up eating a lot of Filipino food, but then as I started, growing into a young adult, young woman, and I started exploring more, I started eating a lot more Mexican food. So I
oh
eat
wow.
them like the same amount, like Like I eat a lot of Mexican food. I eat a lot of Filipino food. I think I know how to cook more Filipino food though. I don't know how to cook a lot of Mexican food. I get scared. I don't know. It's not
No,
authentic enough.
no,
So I
because
guess
usually,
for sure.
right? Because usually the mom is the one who usually like push you to. They
Yeah.
usually push their tradition, right? Right?
Mhm.
Because I have some friends like they're like say half Italian, half Filipino. Since the mom is the Filipino, she's the one who always pushed that you have to
Yeah.
act like this, all their traditions, and then the dad would just be like, okay, okay,
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
exactly. See, I used to, well, I think I really just grew up in more of a Filipino culture environment, for sure, more than anything. And then as I got older, I was around a lot more like Mexicans and also Filipinos, but like my partner is Mexican. So they speak Spanish all the time. I don't
Oh,
know what they're saying half the time.
oh
I'm
my
in
God!
this
Wait,
family, yeah.
speaking of a partner, Ricky,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
How
true.
long have you been dating that gorgeous guy? Like,
Oh,
wow,
thanks.
how long? How long have you been
Do we
dating?
have a picture, Direct? I want to see. We're talking
Yes,
about
Oh
he's,
my
he's
the
a
handsome
cutie.
boyfriend.
I checked him out.
Wait, is he the
He's
one
a
with you
cutie.
when you went home in the Philippines in 2018 with the vlog?
God.
Oh my God, so foggy. Oh my God,
Oh,
he
thanks.
looks white, everything, but he's Spanish, huh? Oh
He
my
Oh
is.
my
God.
God, he is a. How did you know what? Tell us, makikichismis kami. You know what's chismis, right? And that's
Yeah.
Spanish too, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So how did you meet Ricky?
Oh man. Okay, it was 5 years ago. So we've been together for 5 years. And I actually, this producer, this show producer, he rented out a church as a venue. So I wasn't doing a church event. We just used the church as like a venue for one of my concerts. And Ricky used to do lights at the church. And so when I was singing on stage, doing my concert, doing my show and everything, I guess one of his friends told him like, "Oh, bro, you gotta come to this back to the church, do some lights because this girl can sing and all this and that." So he drove over and he sent me a video on Instagram of him and me in the background on the stage saying, "I'm gonna marry you one day," and like all this
Oh
stuff,
my
Oh,
God!
right? So at first, it's kind of hard to distinguish like what's safe and what's not as someone in like my position because you get a lot of like, intense personalities and characters that send you messages like that, through DM.
Yes.
Um, but he met me backstage and he was really sweet. He was like, "Oh, I would love to take you out for coffee sometime." And I was like, "Okay." And this was in my hometown, San Diego. And I was like, "Okay, he seems like really sweet, really nice." And usually I would never, like, ever respond to like someone I don't know, like
Yeah.
no mutual friends, just nothing. But I don't know. I guess something in me just told me to go for it. And we hung out every day for a month and then we started dating. And yeah.
Until now,
wow,
that we're still together.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a
Wow. He's
romantic
so lucky.
movie, you know.
No, you know he's so lucky because I'm sure there's thousands of guys like would definitely, oh my God, want to be on Ricky's shoes, but you pick him. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my!
look at that
Oh, look at
picture.
that,
He looks
cutie!
different in there.
Look at
Yeah.
that! Oh wow! So wait, do you sing for him? What's his favorite song that you usually sing? Or oh no. Let me rephrase my question. Like, what is the song that you sing for him whenever he's mad because you did something like that? You had an argument or a quarrel.
Nah. Here's the thing. This is how I know that he just is so comfortable with me and that he's pretty much the one, all right? Because my
Oh,
family always does this. Like growing up, they would always do this. My dad would do it. My brothers would do it. I would be singing around the house, just humming, and then like they would mimic me. They would
oh,
mimic me and try to like pretend they're me, right? And like sing all crazy and stuff like that. So he does that. I don't ever sing for him because I'm like, bro, every time I sing, you mimic me.
oh.
So he's really silly. Like me and him are kind of complete opposite. He is out there. He's kind of crazy. He's like an adrenaline junkie. So he likes to go skydiving and, he goes surfing and, likes motorcycles and all this
Oh,
crazy stuff.
wow.
And I am like the homebody that loves to chill and listen to,
Oh
music
wow.
and stuff like that. So he brings me out of my shell. a lot. So
A real
yeah.
Oh,
an
wow.
extrovert and an introvert.
Introvert, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the balance, huh? What I'm curious, what kind of girlfriend are you to Ricky?
Mm,
Sweet.
man, because he's so crazy, I just tell myself, wow, I have a lot of patience.
Wait a minute. With that comment, the song I know is Baddie, but is he like a bad boy type? Because you also describe stuff that he
Mhm.
does, which
Yes,
we can actually like say that bad boys normally they have their toys, right? They
yes.
like motorcycles and all. Is he like that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
wow.
we love our bad boys.
Sure, for
Sometimes
sure.
bad boy always win, right? That's what they say, right? In the movie, like, you know what? The cool, like the what's that next door type guy. They're always on the push on the side, but the bad boy wins. And but eventually, as they grow older, oh my God, he's a cutie.
I'm melting.
Yeah, it's
You're
true.
saying that you're
He was
patient.
here.
Can
He
you
was
tell us what makes you need to be patient? Like what? Can you cite one thing?
man. He's just crazy. Like he's just like I
Oh,
said, we're just complete opposite. Like I'm quiet,
just
I'm chill, and then out of nowhere, like he'll be like singing, like louder than me. He'll just start like belting, and I'm like,
oh,
what is happening right now? Like this is too much energy for me. Like
wow.
he's just he's crazy, and like I said, he loves to just get himself, motorcycles and boats, and he's
Yeah,
very
true.
spontaneous. Like he'll be like, hey, babe, let's go to Hawaii, or like let's go to the Philippines, let's go to Greece. Like I'll book our
Just
flight
like that.
in a couple days. Yeah, like let's go
Spontaneous.
back.
Very
Let's go.
spontaneous.
Yeah. So he just
Oh,
on the fly. He's just moving. So I have to kind of, be
oh,
You have
flexible.
wow.
to you have to keep up,
You have
right?
to keep. You know what? You know what, Jess? I think I get you because you know what? This direct JV is totally opposite of me. He's
Mhm.
quiet, timid. If he can just stay home like every day, like like after work or now he works from home, he would just chill like Monday to Sunday. But I'm the type of person that'll be like very spontaneous. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go here, let's go there.
Talking
I think
24/7.
I think that's what we need in our like in our lives. Someone who can balance us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ay,
Like
sabi dito ni ano. Ay, wait.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
the other day he just randomly called a skydiving place close to our house, and he was like, oh yeah, can I book 3 people to go skydiving, this and that. And I was like, oh, who are you gonna take? And he was like, oh well, don't you want to go? And I was like, what are you
Oh,
talking about? I'm like,
did you say yes? Did you say yes?
yeah, I went freaking skydiving the same day.
Oh,
Hey,
wow! How was it?
that's in my
How
bucket
was it?
list.
It was amazing. It really was. I would do it again. I would do it again. It was amazing, but I only had a couple, like maybe like an hour to prepare in the car on the car ride there. you
What?
know, and I'm afraid of heights. Definitely afraid of heights.
Oh my
I don't even
god.
like roller coasters. So somehow he got me on that plane
Me
to jump
too.
out.
So the preparation in the car is like you're calling all the saints
I
in
know,
Mount
right? Lord,
Mary,
please. This
spiritually
is my
preparing
last
for
day.
it.
Please, sorry for every the sins that I've done. Oh my!
But wait a minute. Doesn't that all that spontaneity and being a like hey, just inviting you on the whim? I find that sexy. Is that one of the things that you find sexy?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I do. I do.
right?
Sometimes I'm like, because I am a lot more of a planner. Like, I like to be prepared just in case. Like, Plan B. Him, no, he's like, he walks by faith. He's like, let's go. It's gonna work out. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out. And I'm like, so at times I'm like, oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. But I've learned to just, I really admire him for it because that's just who he is, and it always works out for him. And if it doesn't, he still has a good time.
Oh my God! You know what? We love your Ricky
Yeah.
already. Oh my God! I wish
Yeah.
like when you visit New York, I hope like we can get a chance to like have dinner. Yeah,
Let's get together.
let's
I
have
love
dinner. Let's have dinner. We will drink for you. Don't worry, Jess.
Yeah.
Does he drink too? Does he drink too?
No, he doesn't drink either.
Oh
Thank
wow.
God, he's already crazy enough without the liquor.
Okay,
Oh,
good, good. We
natural
will just drink for you
high.
guys. Natural
Oh
high.
wow. Sabi ni Carlo
Yeah.
dito, like Carlo said, Ricky is a very nice guy, a baddie nice. Ayan.
Oh.
Oh, let's say
Ah,
hi to our friends sila Ate JJ,
oh my God. Yes, they're
MJ,
here.
and AV Hannings sabi niya, Jessica, this is our friend AV. You are the
Yes.
only singer that sang Chandelier. That is the best
Oh,
for me. I saw when you sang it with Martin Rivera, and that song is super hard to sing. No other singer that sang that same song that you sang is as good as yours. Oh wow!
Yes, it's so true. And there's another flashlight that you sang. Um,
Another hard song.
on the oh my god, I was you know what? Speaking of that, your voice. Like, how do you take care of your voice? Because since you were, because I've seen it when I've seen it the American Got Talent, right? Your voice is getting better and better and better. So how do you take care of your voice?
Yeah, I think it's my voice has definitely changed throughout the years. Just growing into, me being a young woman. I was 16 when I was on Idol. My voice, my vocal cords were not completely developed, and I feel like they still continue to grow and develop, and you gain that control, and you learn more about your voice every day, so you get better and you train it like a muscle. But as far as my tone, right? A lot of people mention my tone. It's definitely my voice has gotten deeper and warmer throughout the years. And like I said, I used to drink. I honestly used to drink alcohol a lot. So I
Oh wow.
learned that. Yeah, I learned that alcohol was really, really affecting my voice. So I kind of just called it quits on alcohol. I would love to. I mean, I've had like a glass of wine here and there, but I
Hmm.
still can feel it, like the huge impact it has just
Oh
having a
wow!
couple sips of
Really?
alcohol. Yeah, yeah. So I just try to avoid it completely because at the end of the day, like singing is what helps me through everything and
Mhm.
anything, and I would hate to jeopardize that over, just having a
So
glass or two.
Oh
oh,
wow.
love the pun,
Having
Jessie.
a glass or two.
Jessie,
Yeah.
so we had Rachel Alejandro last week.
Yes.
Like a singer as well, and who's based in here. We asked her the same question, and so it's different with singers, I guess, because you know what we asked her. She drinks a lot, and she said that drinking doesn't affect her voice. So I guess it's really different, right?
Different. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. But you know what?
It,
Yes. You know what's so funny when you said that, like during Idol, American Idol, like your
mhm,
voice wasn't that open yet, that
yeah.
much. I was, while you were saying, like, I was in awe. I was like, huh? Because, okay, I'll be honest with you. I thought before, like, if I close my eyes, your voice during that time, until now, you have like different ranges of voices.
Yeah.
You sounded like Beyonce. I'm sure you heard that so
Oh,
many
yeah, I
times.
heard that a lot. Yeah.
And you can dance too, like
Oh,
her.
I don't know if I can dance even
Yes.
close to Beyonce, but I'll try. I'll try to dance. I don't know. I'm not skilled in the dancing department, but thank you.
Well, with
Thank
that, with your new single, that video, yes,
you.
girl, you
Aw,
showed that. But
Yeah.
wait, so what happened? Oh yeah. So question is, what about your daily regimen in terms of taking care of your skin and your body? Girl, you have like like
thank
you have the booty and the. I was like,
The body of a
oh my god.
baddie.
Yeah, the body of the body. Yes, how do you take care of your skin and your body?
Yeah, I feel like I was away from the industry for a long time. So yeah, now you guys are seeing me come out. I'm releasing more music finally after how many years. And it's because I needed a lot of time to myself to figure out who I was
Oh
and,
wow.
really, yeah, just see how my body was forming as a young woman. And I've learned a lot, like the whole alcohol thing affecting my voice. And something that I really have to stay away from is sugar. And I love sugar. I
Oh
am
my
a
God, even
Wait,
that.
freak. Yes. So I still have sugar here and there, but sugar breaks me out. It dries up, like it doesn't dry it up, but it like affects my throat immensely. Um
wow.
and yeah, and it makes me gain a lot of weight in my face. So
Oh,
Really?
I have to cut back on the sugar.
my
No,
round
wait, no
face.
chocolates, no cupcakes, no one's in the blue, or you just like let me have a bite. That's it.
Exactly. Oh no. See, that's the thing is like I'll stay away from it for a while, but then as soon as I get a little taste, I go buck wild and I start eating all the sweets, and then start seeing all the side effects that happen, and I'm like, damn it, okay, I gotta stop.
Oh,
It's immediately the
Yeah,
next day. It goes to your face. That's my dilemma
yeah,
as well.
oh
But you know
wow.
what? It's really it's not really unfair. It's like a fair world because you know what? You can't have sweets, you can't have alcohol, but you have a great man. You have the greatest love
Exactly. And
life.
you have a
You can't have it all, girl.
Yeah,
We can't be that jealous of
You
you.
know what?
Hey.
Wait. Speaking of like you can't exactly right. Speaking of you can't have it all, right? I mean, you're beautiful. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
you're so sexy. I mean, you have an amazing voice. Like, what else do you wish for? Like to have? Like, do you have any insecurities?
Oh, for sure. I feel like everybody has insecurities,
Yeah, but
and self-doubts. For sure, I have insecurities, and I'm not going to expose all of them, but one of my
yes.
insecurities growing up was I felt like I was too skinny. Like my dad, we always make fun of him like he has chicken legs. My dad has chicken legs. So I think
Really?
that I've kind of adapted that trait from him. I have chicken legs. So another thing that I have to do, to get that booty you were talking about in Baddie is I have to work out a lot. I have to be consistent with my working out. So
Oh
that's another
wow.
thing.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of squats.
a lot of squats, a
Oh
lot of
my
glute workouts for sure.
wow. So wait. So how do you wait? Hold on. Like, do you work out every day?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I go to the gym every day and I try to work out for at least 2 hours a day just to help me mentally, it helps clear my mind. It's kind of like a mini obsession that I'm going through right now. I'm obsessed with going to the gym. It makes me feel good and I feel strong. I feel healthy. And then also like I'm getting my body from
Yeah,
working out.
Exactly.
the
Now,
serotonin
now I
Yeah.
in the
feel like,
brain.
oh my God, I think I have to start doing it. I mean, I love when you said like earlier when you said like, yeah, my insecurity is like I'm too skinny. I wish everyone, sana all. I wish everyone would. I wish I would say that too. Like, oh my God, I can't gain weight.
Yeah, on my mom's side, they're like on the thicker side. And for me, like my dad I got his traits, which is he was a stick. And so on Idol, like people would always make comments like, "Oh, you're so skinny," and like or people would make comments about my legs or so I would always just be like, "Wow, I'm too skinny. Like I have no meat on my bones." Like I always felt like I wasn't like a woman because I didn't have that voluptuousness.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, a lot of girls say like, "Oh, I'm not skinny enough," but then on the other spectrum, like on my case, I'm like, "Oh, I'm not thick enough." I'm
Well,
not.
Oh
I don't.
I
wow.
hope right now they don't say that you're
Oh,
a little
because
big
girl, you
because
have the
right you never
everything
win.
in.
You're right.
Yes,
All
it's
these
true.
Never
keyboard
win.
warriors.
It's so
Mhm.
true. It's so true. Yeah. So how do you deal with it? Like whenever, like for example, because during that time, during American Idol days, years and years ago, social media wasn't as big as compared today, right? So yeah, but what about like how do you deal with it? Like especially now that you see different keyboard warrior, typing all this. Oh my God, this. Oh,
Just to say something.
repulsive, remarks about just to say something. So how do you deal with it?
I think there have been moments when I've been affected by it. Like I said, I kind of had to grow thick skin at a young age, but there have been times when I've been affected by it, and it's really like it's taken a toll on me mentally. Where I'm like, oh, maybe I do need to do this, or maybe I do need to look like this, or maybe I won't make it because I'm not this body type or this race or this good looking or whatever. And it still is like that sometimes, to this day, because it's constantly like a beauty standard, right? There's always a
True.
beauty standard for women, especially. And I just learned to tell myself, like, as long as I'm happy, as long as I'm reaching my goals and what I want to
Exactly.
look like, then that's all that matters. Like, for me, like, I've, been told, oh, maybe have you thought about getting like a boob job, right? And some girls do it, and,
Hmm.
that's their decision. But for me, like, I never felt comfortable doing that. Like for me, I don't really care to put a lot of attention on that area of my body. And I've never had an insecurity there. So I'm not going to do that. No matter how many people tell me I should do it. Like, I'm not going to do that just to
True. True.
reach
True.
I
standard. Yeah.
admire that.
Just to
Yeah.
gain likes and right, just to
Just
gain
to be
likes
like
and
universally
I
accepted
know
pop star.
it's so true. You know
And the
what? So
beautiful
yeah,
thing about now is that, there is a beauty standard because everybody's trying to look like a certain,
the Kim
they want
K, the
to look
Kim
exactly.
K look.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But on the other spectrum, there's a lot of body positivity and accepting who you are going on. And I love that. I love that people are just accepting like their flaws and like, this is how I am. This is what, I like as myself. So, either you like it or you don't, but this is what I like, this is my lifestyle, like I love that too, because that's kind of how I live my life, not everybody's going to live like me or,
It's so true. It's
feel,
so
yeah,
true.
so whatever makes you happy and healthy and feel healthy, I think that's what
My
matters.
God, I'm so proud of you, girl. Like
Aw,
we
thanks.
followed your journey since you were like
Yeah.
actually 11, and then, right we watch your videos and all, and look at you now, like as in you blossom into a
Aw.
beautiful. How do you say this? Like what a
Brown
beautiful what?
butterfly.
Brown butterfly.
No, that's Epis. That's a cockroach. No, not the brown.
Yeah, that's
No. A beautiful
Epis.
multicolored
Yes,
butterfly.
yes,
There you go.
exactly. But
Yes.
you know what? What about like? Okay, I'm just curious. Okay, because a lot of especially Asian people, it's not just Filipinos, they love to they're so insecure with their complexion. In Asia, it's not just Filipinos. They want to be like that silky white, like luminous white skin. But what about? Did you ever think about like, oh, let me take this what's that?
The gluta.
The gluta,
The
tie
gluta
it and all
pills.
this stuff. Did you ever think about that?
I think my grandma a long time ago when I was younger was like, "Oh yeah, you should use the soap. Like it's
Oh
like,
my god.
Papaya.
it's prettier, it's
Yeah.
prettier to be lighter, and other people in the music industry would tell me too, like, "Oh yeah, don't get too tan, because people like the lighter skin better." And I'm like, "I don't care. Like this is my
That's
skin
so
color,
true. That's so
And
true.
I love the tan. I love the caramelized color. Like
Butterscotch.
Yes.
I
So
love
Right?
I'll be
I
honest with you, it's more sexier. I
I think
find
it's
it
so
so
No,
sexy.
and
beautiful.
we look
Yes.
skinnier. You look skinnier when you're tanner. That's what I noticed.
I didn't know
Yes.
Yeah.
that, but yeah, I bet. I love just the bronze, right? The bronze color. It's just like the J Lo look, right? It's just
Yes.
Oh wait,
that.
Oh my god,
you
that's
said J Lo. Can you give us a tea? You know,
Um,
about J-Lo.
the tea about J Lo. Is she nice? Because you know
Is
what,
she super nice?
I'm hearing, like lately also like there's like a spectrum of like you're nice and sometimes nasty. So was she nice during that time that you've been with her?
I feel like it's hard as somebody in the industry because, for people, like when they first meet you, it's like, the first impression. First impression is everything. But for like
Yes.
the celebrity, like they like kind of go through the same thing every single time, and they try to make it special for other people, like they're meeting for the first time. But it's hard to be on top of it every single time, especially
Yeah.
when you're human and you have bad days and
Exactly.
or bad situations going on, and you're going through something nobody knows about, right? So I'm sure people have had, uncomfortable or not the greatest experiences with her, because I'm sure people have had that with me too. I mean, we're only human.
True.
But as far as with me, she was the sweetest person. She was so nice. I went to her house because
Wow.
I did like me, Pia Toscano, and another girl from a previous season. We were brought back on Idol to do like some like backup vocals or beginning vocals for her song that she just released. I think it was like "I Love You, Papi" or something.
Yeah. That was it. I read that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were at her house and we were like recording some stuff and going over harmonies and, our parts and stuff. She walked out and she said that she was sick as a dog, right? No makeup, in like a nightgown, just looking like the most beautiful thing ever. And I was like, there's no way.
She's that beautiful.
Like,
Wow.
Oh wow.
You've been at her
how
house. Wow.
just woke up, right? And look this gorgeous. Like, how?
It's
I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be
Oh my god. Like, you know what? Speaking of JLo, I remember, I will never ever forget that day that the wild card, you were
Yeah.
singing, and then
yes.
she just like
Oh, yeah,
went
she-
straight to, oh my god, and grab you and be like,
Saved you.
enough.
snatched
That's
mic
it.
out
That's it.
my hand. I was shook. She snatched that mic out of my hand.
Right?
We're not going home. Yeah. No, all of the judges were really, really sweet. Like, yeah, I can see why people would say that, they didn't have the best encounter with her,
Oh my
because
god,
she is kind
yes.
of sassy, and she's actually like a really hard worker. Like, she does not
Yeah.
mess around with her work. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if she is getting ready for a performance, like she doesn't go home until she has it right, until they have it
and maybe
down.
she's just real,
wow.
during that time. That's how she felt, and she's
That's
gonna show
true.
it.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
know.
and I think a lot of people like expect celebrities to be like sweet and nice and accommodating 100% of the time, which is really hard.
Smiling.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've done meet and greets where I'm like, I want to make it special for every single person when they come see me, but if I'm at a meet and greet for like 2 hours and I'm smiling the whole time, my cheeks are freaking excruciating.
Sure,
Oh
it's
my
like
God, sakit
you
na.
can't feel it, right? You'd be
Oh
like,
my God.
ah,
Exactly. I'm like, I'm so happy to be here, but damn, my cheeks, they hurt. And I think I have, I've been told that I have RBF. Do you guys know what that means?
what does
Yes,
that
I
mean?
have that too.
What's
I,
RBF?
The
What's
resting
RBF?
resting bitch face.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay. Okay.
So it's either like, oh yeah, Jess is so sweet, or like if people don't know me, right, and they see me and I'm just chilling, like people will be like, oh, she's intimidating, or she doesn't look
Oh,
approachable
okay.
because she has RBF, right? And I'm not trying to look like that. It's just my
Yeah.
face. You can't really control that.
Yeah, because you know what too. I hope like let's say for example like a lot of let's say because we interviewed a lot of celebrities, right? And then they would some friends and random people would ask like, is she nice? Is she nice? Because I heard she's this. And you know what I'll always tell them like, you have to understand they're celebrities. Like imagine let's say, oh, I saw her in this and she didn't even smile. I was like, when did you see her? Like, she was in a restaurant, she was eating, and we were asking for a picture. I'm like, come on, what do you expect? She's like eating and be like, excuse me, can I have a picture? Be like, hold on, can I just eat?
In the
And
in the
then be
mid,
like,
in the middle of slurping adobo
That's
or
literally
sinigang.
happened to me. I'm over here eating ramen and there's like noodles floating around. I'm like, okay. Like I don't know how to act. It's just really funny.
I
Yeah.
know, right? And then they would say that, oh God, she's a snotty, she's suplada, or whatever. Oh my God, look at that. Is that the RBF? Like,
No, no,
Yeah.
that's a smile. That's a smile, like saying like,
I know, like, hey,
Close to
let's.
RBF, but
oh, and now let's move a little bit forward. So speaking of from J-Lo, now you were mentioning that earlier. You got a lot of rejections, but you bagged Interscope, a major label, and then you have
Yes.
tonight.
With
do,
Neo.
do it with Neo, and you know what? Oh my God! It's like wow! It's a bop. How was the experience, and how was Neo and your single with him?
oh man, Neo was such a sweetheart. He was like my big brother. Like he was off the bat. I only really like interacted with him maybe like a handful of times. It wasn't like a lot. It was just a few times, and he instantly, like from the first time I met him, he treated me like a little sister. Like he was just
Oh,
so nice. Like he just made it very personal, and it was all about relationship with him. So it was really special for me because growing up I listened to Neo, and now I'm over here singing a song
And your
with him.
music video.
imagine
Wow,
that.
just wow, Jessica.
Yeah, it was a lot, and honestly, to this day, like I still can't believe the
Oh
things
my
that I've
God, look at that.
done. Right? That's crazy. I look back and I'm like, wow, I've sang with Neo. A lot of the songs from my first album were written by like Sia and
Wow.
Jasmine Sullivan and
Wow.
yeah, Rodney Jerkins. And so a lot of people, huge artists, were working on my projects. And I sang with Andrea Bocelli and
Oh,
David
yes. I was
Foster.
about to say that. Yes.
And I went to the White House a few times. Like, I've done so much, and it can be kind of like overwhelming to think about being so just like the person I am. I'm very quiet, timid, not extroverted at all. Like thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like how did all this stuff
You
happen?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
did it already. You did the
Yeah.
most. But wait a minute, you
Exactly.
missed out. Wait a minute, Jennifer Holiday, and
Yes.
Oh
em-
Oh
my
my
God.
gosh.
Even
you know.
Barack Obama,
Wait,
come
I
on.
just want to say that observation with Jennifer Holiday. It's nice that she wasn't able to swallow you whole because that it was like
Trust. I've seen all of the videos.
the memes.
Memes. Oh my gosh. No, she
Oh,
was going in. And we only had one rehearsal, and we were not singing like that when we were doing our rehearsal. We
really?
both didn't have in-ears. We were using monitors in this huge stadium. So that was crazy for us. And then before I went on stage, I had no voice. No voice, couldn't speak at all. Not anything.
wow.
Nothing was coming out. Like it was like air when I was trying to speak. I had no voice at all. And by the grace of God, I started, hitting that stage. I was able to sing.
You were on the same level with her. She probably gave you a little bit of her powers too, because you're like, wow,
Exactly. It was like
you never backed down. I was like, wow.
Oh,
you were like
this girl
Going
feisty.
back
The
at her.
feistiness is like,
it was crazy. And just, yeah. So when we sang and we were going back and forth, like I wasn't expecting any of it. So I was just like, damn girl, like we're going in. How can I compete with this right now?
it's one of your iconic moments, and you will have to, and you'll treasure that forever.
exactly. Girl, I mean, wow. I'm just curious. What's your hidden talent? Like, do you have anything else that no one
Wow.
knows?
It's still hidden.
It's still hidden?
That you can divulge
Yes.
to the public.
I don't know. I don't think I have a hidden talent. I don't
Or
know.
anything that you or anything that you do during your spare time. Some people would just love to read books or do crochet.
One thing that I really enjoy doing that a lot of people don't understand and call me a grandma for is I like to do puzzles.
Oh,
How many pieces?
I love
1,000
it.
or more?
Like, yeah, 1,000 and more. Like, I will sit there for hours and do puzzles. Like that, people call me a
Impressive.
grandma for that.
No, girl, I'm okay. I'll be like, girl, my hands are really
That's
hands
a great,
down.
what do you call it, wooza moment,
Yeah, because
internalizing, yeah.
no, seriously, I don't know. I mean, I've been dying to we have like a small puzzle. Probably in 30 minutes, I was like, I just throw it. I was like, F it. I don't think I can do this. That's why I salute those people who can do puzzles. That means I feel like they're so smart. Like they can just figure out do you do the puzzles without even looking at a picture, or you just do it like this one would fit to
both. I like to challenge my brain, and I think that's why I like reading too. Is like, this is another thing. I am really bad with social media. That is something I'm still working on. I need to get better at. It's just I have always told myself to detach from my phone. So I never really
good.
my phone can be dead for days and I won't even notice because I don't like to be too connected to my phone because then I catch myself scrolling
True.
just
For nothing, no reason.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I do
for
that
no
too.
reason. Yes.
mindlessly. And so when I do that, I'm like, okay, I need to go do something where I can just, sit in my quietness, my peace, and just, embrace the things around me. So that's why I love to go out and go work out. I like to go, try new things like skydiving and wake
And all these things, yeah.
And then also when I'm at home, I like to do puzzles and read and stuff like that because I like to detach from looking at a screen all the time. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm now looking at a stereotype. Do you have a cat?
Do I have a cat?
I just boxed you.
I know, right?
I used to have a cat. I used to have a cat.
Okay.
Okay, I was right.
You know what?
She is crazy cat lady.
Oh, okay. You know what I like about you? You're so disciplined. Right,
Oh,
Jackass?
thank you.
There's very few people. Yeah, I mean, you're so disciplined when it comes to, especially this, you're girl. You're so young
You're
for
still
you
young.
to say I want to detach myself from my phone and scrolling and social media because girls your age are really into social media, right?
And I think that's where I'm at fault. Is I kind of not convinced, but reminding myself every day that it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to be on my phone too much. But it's kind of hindering me from doing, being on social media, which is part of my job.
You have no choice
Yeah.
right now. You have to
Yeah.
compromise. You have to be present
Yeah.
as well because
Exactly.
we need to see you as well.
Yeah.
Exactly,
know?
exactly.
I need to be more disciplined in those areas where I'm okay, I need
We
to
don't
slow
need we don't need the everyday breakfast, whatever. But when you go skydiving, we want to see that.
See
How about-
that? Yes,
And
anything.
Ricky, we want more of Ricky. Oh my God.
You guys are not good enough of Ricky. He's just
Oh, really?
tall. He's crazy, man. He's never
Oh
a moment with him.
Oh, wait,
Wait, Jessica.
speaking of that, is there anything that you've given up since you became a public figure? Since you became so popular?
It's I always tell people, because like people will say, oh yeah, like when people meet me for the first time, they don't know who I am. And somebody tells them, oh yeah, she's done this and done that. They'd be like, oh wow, you're famous. And I'm like, I wouldn't say that I'm famous. It's cool because I have like a Hannah Montana life. Out in the
Wow.
Philippines, a lot of people know who I am. I have huge support out there. And then here in the States, it's like, some people, I get noticed every once in a while, but I get to like just kind of live my life normally,
Yeah,
here
you're
in
Yes,
still
the
yes,
private,
true.
a private
True,
yeah,
person.
true,
so
true.
I do have like kind of a Hannah Montana life. So when I want the craziness and like the concerts and the spotlight, Philippines is I get more than enough of that. And then when I'm here in the
Yes.
States, I get to really just hang out with family and be at home, go to the grocery store, go cook, do my puzzles,
Yes.
all
Do your
the,
puzzle.
all the regular
You the
boring life.
1,000 piece puzzle.
Oh my God.
Uy,
Yeah.
I
Jessie,
don't find it boring. I find it so interesting. The
may nagsasabi
puzzle.
ng sample. Okay lang bang sample? Do you know what
Or
sample
just
means?
sample, like maybe like of Baddie, like a little, just like a gist, like a cappella. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like all
Oh, okay,
requesting for
okay.
it.
Oh, bad.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got a baddie. Someone like you better be nasty. You got me wrong like, baby. Give it to you better than nasty. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I just want it like that, yeah. I just want it like that,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Grabe.
We missed that. The
Yeah.
runs and
You know,
everything.
girl,
Yeah.
I'm having goosebumps right now because you're
Aw.
really my idol. Oh God, you, and then you're singing for us. It's like, am I dreaming? Hold
I
on.
know.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah,
Wow.
with Baddie, because I always tell people, they're like, "Oh, are you gonna release more songs like Baddie and stuff like that?" And yeah, I wrote a couple more, pop songs. I would consider Baddie like a pop song, um, but there are a lot of songs that I will be releasing that are like not ballads, but a lot more vocally challenging. So you'll hear me like belting,
Wow.
and
Uh-huh.
you'll hear the growl that everybody talks about and the
Yeah.
Yes. That
yeah, so
growl.
I'm super, super excited for everybody to hear the rest of the stuff. So it's gonna be crazy. You
Wow.
guys are gonna be surprised with all the.
Surprise, right? Like, what? Does it run in your family? Like your mom, your dad, like everyone sings?
No, nobody sings really in my family.
Just you?
Yeah, yeah, just me.
Oh my God,
Where do you think that
girl.
came from? Were you just you're mimicking TV, what you see on TV or radio during
Yeah,
that
yeah.
time?
My mom told me that when I was in her belly, she would play a lot of classical music, and then growing up, I would like when I was from 1 to 5, I would listen to a lot of like Disney songs, Celine Dion, like My Heart Will Go On.
Oh,
And my mom used to videotape me like in the car singing like, Celine Dion, and it was all for fun. And then my mom was just so like, "Oh my gosh, we love it," that I don't know, okay, there's videos of me acting like a little diva, right? When I was like
really? Oh, wow.
like a little diva. I would like put my little skirt on. I'd even wear like hair pieces and like be whipping them around with my little boots and stuff. I
I
was
think
Oh
I
very,
my.
I, I think I
How
did
old
that
were
too.
you? How old were you? How
oh
old were you
man.
during that time? How old were you?
It was like from age like I'd probably say 5 to 9. Yeah, I was very
Oh,
sassy and like I just
look at that.
I loved the glam and I loved like just being in the spotlight. Even though I was shy, I was really really shy, but I just loved like performing. So my mom would bring the camcorder out in our living room, and I would just be dancing to like Britney Spears.
You know, it's like like what Beyonce says, like because Beyonce, when you interview her, she's really also shy and timid, but she's like a
Yes.
lioness when she's on stage. Is that how you feel?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
It's kind of scary because it's like a switch. It's like I become a different person. It's like when you talk to me now, I'm just chill. I'm
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
I'm soft spoken, and like I'm talking about making puzzles and stuff like that. But when I'm
Yeah.
on stage, it's like the whole baddie thing. I'm like, bam, here I am in your
You're
face.
you're the
Yes,
one
like,
you're the one burning the
watch
puzzles.
me.
Burning the puzzle.
Burning the puzzle.
Exactly. I'm
Oh
just
wait,
Oh
wait,
my God.
because Beyonce calls that Sasha Fierce. Maybe you need to find an alter ego name. Miss
Right.
Baddie, maybe.
Yes, Baddie. Oh, Jessica Baddie. Oh, by the way, MJ Racadio is here. Hi, I just saw
Hi.
it now.
Yeah,
It says,
MJ.
Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Interviewed you in Conrad, Manila in 2019. MJ Racadio.
How you
My
doing?
God, girl, I am so proud of you. You know,
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I love you, Jess. You are enough. Truly a baddie. I'm crying. OMG.
Oh my God, look at
Oh
that. It's
my
Plum
God.
Gaming.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, girl? Oh God, just continue like writing songs and
Yeah.
releasing all these amazing songs that you wrote because that's really you, girl. That's really you. And I swear, I can see you like we'll be like. I hope by that time you'll while you're in Madison Square Garden, you'll be like, don't be like who you. They'll be like, hi, this is Jessie and J Cash from over in Glassington. Do you remember us?
Of course.
Yeah. What is this? It says here, hi Jessica, can you please, what is it? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see it. Can you please greet, oh God, it keeps on, 100th
Oh my God, you need your
birthday
grandpa
to my,
glasses.
no, because it keeps on scrolling. Can you please greet 100th birthday to my Damiana Banal Imperial? 100th
100th
birthday?
birthday?
Oh my
Happy
God,
100th birthday! That's amazing. That's
really?
Wow.
Is this at,
Oh.
really? 100?
Happy
100?
100th birthday.
Oh my God.
And also hi to Dorothy. Dorothy and family is in Spain.
Oh, Dorothy is in Spain. Hi, Dorothy.
And
Oh my
watching
God.
right now. We love you so much.
Wow. So, Jess, I swear, I mean, I wish you all the best. I know that one of these days we will see you like in Madison Square Garden, thousands of people that you mentioned earlier in the Philippines, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in the US, you're kind of like, yeah, here, quiet here and there and just doing your puzzle and, doing your, but you know what? It will come back again. You know, that peak.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, like at this point in my life, I feel like looking back, I've done so much already, and I feel so blessed and so grateful for everything that I've already done. Right at this point now, I'm doing what I love. Like I love music, and I know that God has a place for me somewhere in the music realm. I don't know where that is. I'm not expecting to be this huge star or anything like that, but I know God gave me a voice for a reason. So I'm going to
Yes.
continue to keep singing, and wherever it takes me, I'm happy with. I'm just grateful for all the things that has already happened. So, I mean, who
Yes.
could have imagined, that I would be one of the people, representing for the Filipinos out here in America. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
crazy. Hearing that is insane.
Girl, you are a superstar. I swear, you're just so humble. Come on, the fact that you sang for Barack Obama,
Yeah.
we
it's
were just
insane.
like,
You did a
wow,
lot of
he's
things.
Filipino. Oh my God. That sometimes it's like, because during that time, there were like a lot of my coworkers and be like, oh my God, that Jessica, she's Filipino. Do you know her? I'm like, come on. I mean, because they thought like, you're Filipino, we know everyone. Do you know her? She's really good. And it's like, I wish I know her. But now I would probably call out my coworkers and be like, now I know her.
Bam.
This is also a full circle for us,
It says it, Rima, a graduation greetings for me, please, Jessica. I'm a fan.
Oh, congrats. Congratulations. Love you.
Wow.
Honestly,
my God.
Jessica, we're just so happy that you're back full force. And
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
making music again and singing, and because we didn't know how we realized even that how we missed you. Even just by watching YouTube again of your videos, I'm like, oh my God, where have you been? I hope you were happy during that time, and you see, it seems that you were. But
Yes.
but right now we want to see you back on the stage and doing what you love, which is singing again. And now
And I hope New
sing your own
York
songs.
too. In New York.
Yeah, personally.
Yes, and if you guys are ever in Texas, please hit me up. I'll take you guys out.
Really? Oh my God, please. Oh my God. But
Yeah,
have you,
really.
when you visit, when I know that you visited New York so many times, right? Like, did you ever get a chance to go around New York or Jersey, go to the hole in the wall places and no?
Oh no,
I
okay.
want to so bad.
Well,
Usually my
let-
trips are in and out. So whenever
Okay.
I'm out there, I'm gonna hold you guys to it. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yes,
Please do,
please.
do.
Oh God, you and Ricky, come. I mean, I know you don't drink, but we're just gonna eat. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? We'll
I can-
drink for you, and wait. So hold on. Yeah, actually, that's my question. I wish a lot of girls actually envy you because it's not a question; it's a statement. Because you know why? You eat a lot, and then you're still skinny. Oh my God, I wish, my God.
Maybe that's one thing I hate about you. Maybe that.
I know. Yeah. Me like, you're so skinny. I hate it though. Just kidding. My
Oh man.
God,
No, let me know when you guys are in Texas. I would
Oh, we
love
are. We have thick faces. We will, girl.
we
Please.
will, promise.
Tell me.
And I swear, I could call my mom because my whole family loves you. Because they in the Philippines, they would watch and it's did Jessica win? So it was like
Yeah.
that. Like we're a fangirl. Like of
Yeah.
big, we're like you're gypsies and invisible gypsies because you don't know us during that time. Like my God, my mom would probably be like, "Ay, Jessie, finally,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
finally."
You know what? It's
Wait.
a true moment. Even you are a runner-up. For us, you're a true American Idol.
Yes, you are.
You
You
did
are.
that. Yeah.
Thank you, thank
Oh
you.
my God, Jess. Okay, I have a last question. I know it's an out. Oh, sorry, TFC and FYE Channel and Kumu. I'm sorry, but my last question is, my God, I forgot my last question. Oh, I'm just kidding.
You're so talkative. You're hearing
I
your
know.
own self in your brain.
No,
Oh my God.
I'll be honest with you because seriously, if I'm a big fan of our guest, sometimes I get lost. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm just like, really? I'm talking to her because I'm a really big fan. I'm sorry. I'm a fan girl. I always have like this chills. Like no, actually now I remember my question. Like what about don't you want to enter like the show business?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Hollywood. Do you want to start acting?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've thought about it, but I feel like another reason why I stepped out of kind of, the public eye for a little bit is because I entered it at such a young age, 16, and a lot of crazy stuff happens in the entertainment business. You get caught up, and like I said, I was drinking a lot at a certain time, I was partying a lot, getting
Oh.
into like my early 20s, I was getting a little wild, and it's hard to kind of keep yourself focused and keep yourself healthy in the entertainment business because there's a lot going on and people are constantly, kind of competing and they have this reputation. So a lot of it is, can be kind of fake sometimes, and so I had to take a step back and really just figure out who I was truly instead of trying to be this, you know, make myself be this person. I was like, okay, who am I really? What are my, I don't know, my actual interest and who I am, who am I as a young woman. So that it was really healthy for me to take a step back. I do want to do, stuff in the future with acting and be in Hollywood, but I think it is growing up in it a little bit is I get kind of weary a little bit because of the things that I've seen and stuff like that. I just
Maybe in your own terms.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Boundaries and limits
Yes.
and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely want to do it. I'm open to it. Like I said, I'm the kind of person that I want to try new things. I'm not afraid to try new things and get out of my comfort zone. But yeah, just with limits when it comes to
True.
Yeah.
That's right, guys. Come on. It's not just like the singing. Definitely one
Yeah,
of these days we'll watch
know.
Jessica in Hollywood in
Oh,
Netflix special.
Yeah,
Imagine.
because you know what? The Filipino explosion, it's happening, girl.
Exactly.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of these days. It will happen. It's not maybe. It will happen. Let's claim it for Jessica.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the Jessica 2.0, the singing
Uh-huh.
first, and then
Yes.
the acting is coming. Yeah, yeah, we're
Yeah.
serious in here. We're telling your future, girl.
Oh,
Okay, promise. Before you ask your last question, can I ask one more thing? One more question. This is quick, promise. What is your secret with your silky black? Oh my God, I want that.
Oh.
What is that? Like, those are like, how do you take care of your hair? I'm sure a lot of people will want to know.
I feel like my hair is not where I want it to be yet, but thank you. Like
Really?
it's come a long way. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that I dyed my hair a million colors.
Yes, cut it.
All right.
Yes,
Cut it, freaking pink, purple,
color.
red,
Yes,
all these colors. I killed my hair. Because having black hair, you have to bleach the hell out of it.
exactly.
So
Yes.
I completely annihilated my hair, and then I was like, wow, it's so dead. Like I have to just go back to my natural color, embrace my natural beauty. So right now I'm just kind of just trying to stay away from a lot of heat, a lot of like chemical
Yes.
products and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep it as like virgin, natural.
Virgin. Yeah. It's so
You know
beautiful,
what? I
seriously.
can relate because I have the same hair like yours before. Like exactly, and you know, with all oh my god, with all the shootings and
I
the
know, with all
schedule,
the schedule.
like oh my god, I just totally lost it.
Of the flowiness.
Oh my God. Look what happened to her hair. So Jessica, no more dyeing of the hair, bleaching, because you will end up like Jcas. I would end up like Jcas if I would. Because seriously, I really wanna. I was thinking too when I saw your hair. I was like, pink. That's so cool. And then you're short and all. I was like, but you know what? Nah, it's because I'm naturally like dark hair too.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, girl. Right? Like your dead hair. Look at that. Your dead hair now. It's so silky and virgin.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God! Thank you so much, Jessica.
you.
I hope you had so much.
Wait.
I hope you had so much. I hope you had fun too.
I love and adore you guys. You guys naturally click with you guys. I love your personalities.
Yeah, we always. Girl,
wait.
trust me. When you see us in person, we're
Oh,
like
I
this or
know.
even more. We're just gonna laugh the whole time.
You might grab a like. Can I have wine, please? I can't take this.
I'm like,
I
okay.
have to grab a drink.
I need a sip to match this.
just a sip.
And before we let you go, I am gonna ask the last question because we asked this to everyone. You know,
Yes.
you're still pretty young right now, but I feel like because of your experiences in show business and in your personal life, we're curious of how you will answer this. So this is a very pageanty question. Okay, so get ready. So, Miss Jessica Sanchez, when you get a chance, like you were given a chance to travel back in time and talk to your young Jessica,
Yes.
what are you going to tell her?
Oh man, I've made a lot of mistakes growing up, and I guess all I can say is I don't believe in I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
So I feel like all of the things that I've experienced, all of the mistakes that I've made were all for a bigger purpose. And they were lessons learned and mistakes that I had to go through, experiences that I had to go through to grow. So really, I would tell myself, just to stay strong, which I think that I did, throughout my years. And just, do exactly what I did because everything happened for a reason. And I believe I am who I am today because of the things that I've gone through. So I guess, there's really no advice that I would
Yes.
give to my younger self because
Just
I feel
go-
like, yeah,
Exactly.
it all happens naturally in the way it's supposed to, all the goods and the bads, it happens for a reason. So that's all I can
And that's the reason why Jessica's here right now, right?
Yes.
Creating amazing songs, Baddie, and then in the near future, oh God, I am 100% sure that you will
Very
be
resilient at such a young
yes,
age.
that you will
Yeah.
create more and more and more and more top 100 hits songs. Promise. Yes, let's claim it.
That will be just the byproduct, but we are just happy you're doing what you want
Yes,
right now. You're in
exactly.
control.
This time you're
Yeah.
doing what you love to do the most. Oh, what happened
Yeah.
to Jessica?
Yeah. By the way, I'm the real Jessica Sanchez.
Oh my God, what happened to Jessica?
Wala siya. Napindot.
Oh, probably. Oh,
Sino
she's back.
nakapindot?
Okay.
Direct ikaw o ano?
No.
Inaway si Direct talaga. Oh God.
I know, my
May
God.
magbababay na tayo
Is
sa
she
kanya.
back?
Just to say, wala. No,
Oh my God.
Oh.
Sayang, hindi siya nakapag-promote. So
Mm,
anyways,
I know.
I wonder what happened.
So
Wang,
baka meron
what
siyang-
happened?
Hindi na siya makakabalik.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
No? Oh,
So,
sige.
guys, on behalf of Jessica, so kasi
Yes, yes,
Jessie and
yes.
Jessie, Jcas and Jessie naman tayo dito. Please
Mm-hmm.
guys, don't forget to watch lahat ng mga projects ni Jessica at saka
Yes, please. Yes.
yung album niya na darating, and of course, stream her new
Yes.
song, single Baddie.
Baddie, yes.
And also watch the beautiful and sexy and bonggang music video also online and in YouTube.
Yes, and oh my God, there will be tons of music for sure. That singles or album, the whole album that Jessica Sanchez will release in the near future or in a few
Yeah.
months maybe, right? Guys,
At saka yung-
salamat. Maraming
At saka
salamat.
yung
I don't know what
concert niya,
happened, but
yung mga concert
yes.
pa niya na darating, tsaka yung tours niya,
Nawala
Tangkilikin po
naman
natin.
siya naman. I think we're slowly
Oo nga,
diminishing.
parang may tsumuchugi sa atin.
I know, right? Parang,
bilisan mo natin bago tayo mawala.
Yes, I don't know. Carlo, what happened to Jessica? So anyways, please, guys, I mean, Carlo, just please tell, and Weng, pakisabi kay Jessica na thank you so much and we will see her in New York very, very soon,
Yes,
okay?
thank you very much, Jessica, for being candid and fun and being game today in our show.
Yes! Chicas, close our show for tonight. Thank you so much again, Carlo and Weng.
Yes, thank you very much,
and
Carlo.
Dorothy, we'll see you in November. Okay,
Carlo
go ahead.
Weng. Yes,
Yes.
thank you very much, mga ka-OAGOT, for joining us in today's fun episode. Don't forget to share this video amongst your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And please also follow our social media in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and YouTube. And also follow us in OAGOT in Kumu. And also follow FYE Channel Kumu kung yan po isa sa mga bahay namin.
Yes.
And yes, thank you, Communizens, for
Communicants,
watching.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Communizens, for watching, also giving us gifts. And also thank you, future watchers of the TFC channel.
Yes.
Ayan.
Malapit na po yung mga ito yung ano ba, hindi man rewind replay,
Edited.
rewind, edited, ano ba yan?
Edited episode.
Edited
Labas
episode
yan
po
sa TFC.
ng
At
The
maybe
Filipino
sa-
channel.
At maybe sa Jeepney TV, we don't know yet. Ayan, di ba? O ayan, Jessie,
Okay,
mag-last
go.
toast tayo ngayon. Ang saya
Yes.
ngayon. We love Jessica, mas mahal natin siya ngayon. So
Grabe.
guys, mga ka-OAGOT, amidst the challenges, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it over
a glass or two.
Bye
We're
everyone.
drinking
We
for
love
you, Jessica. Good
See you
night.
soon.
Love you.
Thank you,
Mwah.
ka-OAGOT.
Good night.
Thank you.